It's Monday morning, that means one thing, that means it's time for your Spfl Roundup show. Welcome back guys to Fog Football, the only football channel on YouTube that gives you coverage from all 4 top flight leagues in Scotland.
Oh, and we love each of them, don't we?
We do, we don't really focus much on the lower leagues because, let's be honest, all the teams are wee diddy teams and they're all pish, but the odd time we'll give them a bit of love, we'll feature them, and one of those times is right here, right now. But before we talk about anybody in League 2, let's give a big shout out to Ryan Porteous, who scored for Watford on his debut, I believe, and helping his new team get a 2-2 away draw in the English
Very
Championship.
good, but they were winning 2-0.
They were, so I mean...
He cost him both goals.
Probably a centre-half. Scored a goal, then got a red card for his troubles, but nah, I seen you look at that. I think Hibs should have got more money for him.
He only had 6 months remaining though.
I know, but still.
It's piss poor for Hibs. I mean, they should be getting these players signed down, but then again, he didn't want to sign down, so...
Well, if that's the case, you get rid of him earlier, but here, it's not going to be another one of these vids where I just bash Scotland.
Let me just talk about Porteous for 10 more seconds. They cap him for the Edinburgh derbies and they lost every single one of them.
True, there was this whole stigma that Ryan Porteous would be crucial for the Edinburgh derby. That's what Lee Johnson was selling.
That's just a lot of pressure on the guy.
Yeah, I'm not sure if anyone was buying it, but Lee Johnson was basically saying that Ryan Porteous would not leave in January until the Edinburgh derby against Hearts in the Scottish Cup, because he felt Ryan Porteous was a big game player, which I believe he kind of is, and he felt that he would, have a big role to play in that. But by the time Ryan Porteous left Hibs, he'd featured in 9 derbies and didn't have a single win, so...
His logic's out the way. I mean, you could have put Carter Vickers at the back in those 2 games that he played and they still would have got beat, man.
Maybe he turns up against Rangers. That's his big game, but...
Sent off as well. But anyway, let's dive into League 2's results. Bonnie Rig Rose 1 and Athletic 2. Tommy Goss getting himself a wee brace there. But I'll tell you what, a few early goals in this game and then it kind of just died off, didn't it? East Fife though, 1 Stirling Albion, 1 a wee red card there for a wee Cammy Clark. What's that all about?
Cameron Clark there.
I don't really like the fact that all these games, right, are all like 3 o'clock Saturdays. Now I get it, most of these guys will be doing a 9 to 5 Monday to Friday because they're wee slaves for the system, so they can't really play midweek. But the point still stands. You get me?
Well, we're not all big Stevie Cool who could just, pack his job in whenever he wants.
I'd be like, see you, fuck off, back to TG. But what sort of money are you making a week here? You're at... Actually, seeing I'm
You're
doing...
playing for free, what are you fucking talking about?
I know, literally.
£10 a week if you're lucky. Ah,
More than that, man.
Is it? Is he Stirlingshire really paying more than £10 a week?
My mate plays in a league, it's like fucking 7th tier Northern Ireland and he gets 20 quid a week, so...
Oh, they must be getting more than that then in Scotland. But yeah, so a draw there in the East Fife Stirling Albion game. Elgin City and Albion Rovers, another draw. Lots of yellow cards in these games.
It fucking is, isn't there?
Maybe they're feisty and they like their tackles, I don't know. As soon as I say that, we get a game with just 2 yellow cards. Forfeit, Athletic beating Stranraer.
We should get the Stranraer game, shouldn't we?
But yeah, we should. You know what? At least if we can go to one of these games and actually get in, and we don't have footy adventures stealing all our fucking views. Because the simple reason is, not many kids go to these games, so therefore he's not really interested. So.
No, he's not. So
Fog Football might be coming to a Stranraer game sometime. What would be the Stranraer derby? Who's there?
Who's near them?
What's that place you get the boat to?
Kieran Ryan?
Aye, so they got a football team?
No.
Can you not get
No,
can you don't have a fucking bus stop now?
Gretna 2008, that's close enough.
Gretna versus
That's
Stranraer.
probably the closest team. Honestly, I'm not really taking the piss.
Where's Morton?
Greenock.
Is that no pretty close to Gretna?
Greenock's right beside fucking Glasgow. Fuck, I don't even mention...
No, wait, is Gretna Green and Greenock Morton? No?
Nowhere near each other.
Oh, well,
fuck off.
There you go.
Gretna's literally beside England.
Hold
Greenock's
on.
beside Glasgow.
Are you telling me Chris Morton could have been a glory hunter and he could have chose Celtic or Rangers?
No, because Greenock... Well, yeah, he could have. Like, I'm not saying he couldn't.
No, remember he made that video and he said his second team was Celtic?
And he supported his favourite player of all time is Henrik Larsson and not Cammy Hayes. No, it was Cammy
No, did not
Hayes,
say his second team was Rangers then? Something to do with Rangers, but then he cancelled himself out and said Celtic.
I don't know. This isn't the Chris Morton
No,
TV
wait,
show.
did he not say his favourite team is Hearts now? But he supports Celtic. He said something like that. He said it was a contradictory statement.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time he's did that, but
keep it up, he's in
Dumbarton one.
Aye, Dumbarton here, so there you go. No major shocks here.
Where's Dumbarton? Do you know where Dumbarton is?
Aye, Dumbarton is
East of Mombasa.
Dumbarton's close to like East Kilbride, isn't it?
Fuck off.
Is it no? Fuck's Dumbarton then?
I'd love to point to a fucking map.
Get a map up here and we'll
No, we don't actually need to. Right, anyway.
Let's have a quick look then at the League 2 league table. I believe at the start of the season I predicted Dumbarton and Forfar Athletic to top this table. And you know what? I could be right. I could get a 1-2 still. Although Stirling Albion are coming on to a game lately. And then they could, if they win their game in hand, they'll go within a point of Dumbarton. So Stirling Albion looks like they could be on the rise.
They could be, but I don't even know who I predicted though. It was Bonnie Rose, wasn't it?
It was Bonnie Rose.
They're not in the top 9.
To find them, you have to scroll down. Are Bonnie Rose going to be relegated from the pyramid? That's the big question here.
There's a big question. I mean, I'd say aye, yes, absolutely.
Well, when I say it's the big question, it's probably the question that literally about 10 people in the entire country care about, but...
Come on, just putting a wee bit.
You know what? See who would you want to go down?
Albion Rovers.
I feel like they've got status.
My pish status.
Status for lingering around, and you know what though? This is the best thing they've ever done. See, because for years there was no relegation in the 4th tier, and East Stirling literally got away with being shite for the longest period of time, and now these crap teams are getting relegated and they're losing out and they're losing their their top tier status. So this is good. I think the promotion and relegation to the Highland and Lowland League's the best thing they've done.
Do you know what the Highlands are?
Aye.
Hi. But anyway.
Top half of Scotland.
That's it, right. Let's go. League 1.
Let's move into League 1. Airdrieonians 1, Clyde 0.
Charlie Telfer, what a player. Won me the league.
Alloa Athletic 1, Peterhead 0. Connor Salmon! Big Connor Salmon!
What?
Connor Salmon!
Get your booking points in.
Former Heartsman, Connor Salmon. Dunfermline Athletic 2, Montrose 0.
Who'd Craig White used to play for?
Dundee.
Was it Dundee?
Mm-hmm.
What's that name rings a bell?
Played for Hearts as well.
Fucking hell, though.
Fucking pish.
Falkirk 2, Kelty Hearts 1.
Wait, funny how I mentioned the fact he plays for Dundee. I must be wanting. That must be subconsciously in the back of my mind wanting to forget about the fact he ever played for Hearts.
Must be.
I think that's what it could be.
Be fair. Yeah, I wouldn't complain with that reasoning.
There you go. Falkirk beating Kelty Hearts again. Lots of yellow cards. Goals coming from Callum Higginbottom. And for Falkirk, we had Jordan Allen and Roman.
A lot of reds for Kelty Hearts, man.
I think you mean yellows.
Yellow's red.
There's not a red in sight like.
There is. Liam Fontaine.
Nicky Lowe. It's not quite as good as Nicky Lowe.
Queen of the South. There we go.
Is it?
It's not.
Nicky Lowe. Nicky Law.
Nicky ha. Right, anyway, 1-0 Queen of the South.
Right, Queen of the South beating AFC Edinburgh by 1 goal. And former Hibernian man Liam Fontaine got sent off. Thoughts on that?
Pish. Fontaine. Go to the top.
Anyway, Benny, any results here stand out for you?
Airdrie 1, Peterhead 0.
What stands out about it?
Clyde, I mean. Charlie Telfer, football manager legend.
Anyway, let's look at the league table. I predict that Falkirk to win this thing. It's not happening at the moment. However, someone on Clyde Super Scoreboard Live predicted that Falkirk will still go on and win this league. And he said they're favourites to win the league even though they're 5 points behind Dunfermline. I don't quite agree with that logic. I mean, if you were giving me them both at evens right now, I'd be sticking my money on Dunfermline personally.
Yeah, Dunfermline are doing it all day. Even if Ben 1885 ain't there to broadcast it, they're doing it. I'd like Airdrie to get up too, though.
Where is Ben 1885?
I don't know. The Scottish football games went quiet, and that specky bastard Ryan 118 thinks he's taking it, along with footy adventures.
Thoughts on before we move up to this, before we start getting to the big boys here.
Championship.
Woohoo! Thoughts on CJ Novo saying that Nicky Clark challenge was a horrendous tackle and that the referee got it right, just for him to basically be proven wrong with the reversal of the VAR decision?
He needs his...
Is it fair to say...
I know, but the reversal doesn't mean shit, because we know that... I know it kind of does.
Well, I think it kind of does, like...
No, it kind of does.
Is it fair to say...
They don't value referees' opinions, so that's irrelevant. It's what you know yourself. It was never a fucking...
Alright, is it fair to say that CJ Novo has the brightest and biggest tinted specs in Scottish football, in terms of YouTube?
The biggest?
Yeah, I feel like his...
No, Ryan 118, man.
You feel like his Ryan 118's tinted specs are more tinted than CJ Novo's?
He tried to say that wasn't a penalty in the semi-final. And then, but if it happened to Celtic, it would have been. So what the fuck
Maybe
is
he was
it?
taking the piss, no?
No, he was taking... but I don't think he thought it was a penalty. I know he's joking about the fact, Celtic... Where's Ryan McGinley? Where's Juan Brain Cell McGinley when you need him?
Big shout out to Ryan McGinley.
Fucking
I like that guy. No, I like Ryan McGinley. I'm going to defend
you can
him.
like him, it doesn't change his brain cell amount, does it? Right, anyway...
One day I will offer Ryan McGinley an opportunity to come on this channel.
If he leaves fucking talk Scottish football or Celtic, the pedos...
He'll probably decline it. The Celtic and the Thunder. I can't wait till fucking Ange leaves, but anyway...
Big McGinley now.
Peterhead, are they going down? Well, it's a battle between them and Clyde at the moment.
Peterhead or Pish, I think they'll go down.
Well, I mean, people did say if Kelty Hearts stayed in the league, it would be a good season for them. And
I don't know when Clyde and Peterhead play each other next, but that's going to be crucial.
Thoughts on Marvin Bartley's Queen of the South?
I mean, they're going to stay up, like, so... Could be worse, could be better.
Could be, right, let's move on. Let's move on to the Championship. Arbroath 1, Raith Rovers 2. Arbroath, they're not quite hitting the heights of the fairy tale that they had last year.
No, nowhere near, and I think that was their one shot at the big time.
I agree it was, right? It would have been brilliant to see Arbroath do it. But is it fair to say that if Arbroath did get promoted, they would already be relegated? I don't mean mathematically, but I mean, I think they would have been just out of their depth, and I think they would have been cut adrift at the bottom by so much that you would have said they're down already. No?
I get that, right, but, I mean, if Arbroath get promoted, maybe they do make the switch from part-time to full-time, and, you know, you got people, they'll be able to sign better people, and they'll be up for every game at home.
Do you think that switch would have happened in the space of an off-season?
Well, I'm not saying it would have, but I mean...
The shortest off-season in football history,
put it this
considering
way,
you had this World Cup.
Put it this way, they could have went up, they could have went down, but they would have been more prepared to go back up once they went down.
In English, can you repeat that?
Right. So see the way we're giving them no chance, it was their only chance. If they went up and then went back down, you'd still fancy them to go back up again because they've had the Premier League money a wee
Whereas now you don't think they'll ever go up?
Yeah. Do you see my point? I'm not saying it's like the English Championship where you get like 27 billion, but... You know,
alright, well,
I just feel like them being able to host like the Old Firm and, you know, Hearts, etc., and being able to go to like those stadiums would give them a taste of it, and it would make players want to play.
Alright, that's enough. My point was, I think if
Pish and they're not going.
My point was, I think if they did go up, they'd be cut adrift at the bottom of the table. So, boom. But we've seen many teams like that. We've seen Dundee have a couple of bad seasons. Well, who cares, right? So win for Raith Rovers. We move on now to Hamilton 1, Dundee 1. Connor Smith with the goal for Hamilton Academical.
This is crucial for Queen's Park, by the way. Dundee dropping points.
Yeah, it is. And Jordan McGee got the goal for Dundee again. Lots of yellow cards here. Yellow cards everywhere. Inverness Caledonian Thistle 2. Morton 2.
Fun fact about Inverness Caledonian Thistle. Do you know they were going to change the name in 2001 to Inverness City? Because Inverness got city status and they put it up for a vote. 72% voted no. 28% voted yes.
I like the name though. Inverness Caledonian Thistle. It's over.
That's a fun fact though, isn't it?
Caledonian Thistle. It's a good name.
It is. Inverness City just sounds a bit pish. Now at the end of the day, they're just going to be remembered.
Inverness City sounds... It's just bland, isn't it? It's generic.
Manchester City.
Imagine it was
City.
Manchester Caledonian Thistle.
City.
Wouldn't it really go right?
Makes sense, like, but
Anyway,
City, Metropolitan...
Chris Morton didn't score this weekend, but apparently he was on the bench, ready and waiting for the call.
To go.
But
Love your vlogs, big man. Dude.
Billy Mackay scores for Inverness Caledonian Thistle. It feels like this guy's been around for a very long time.
He's just wasted his entire career at Inverness.
Yeah, I remember like 10 years. I don't even know if it was that long ago.
10 years ago, was it?
But do you remember he was like hyped as, oh, yes, a really good striker?
And he's just stayed at. Well, you know, fair play to him. If he likes Inverness, then he must.
Well, true, but it's just never really materialised for the guy.
Partick Thistle 0, Cove Rangers 1.
My pick to get promoted, not looking too good for them. Big win there for Cove Rangers. Got Miko Vartanen, the former Aberdeen man. Got Lee Hodson, former Rangers man in there. Jack McMillan, former, I don't know who, but I'm sure he played for somebody. Kyle McLennan could be a former Rangers man as well. I mean, you look at these championship sides and there's quite a lot of...
And the other game this weekend, which we reviewed on the channel, Queen's Park 2, Ayr United 0.
Aye, we definitely reviewed it. Connor Shields, I know you did.
That's alright then.
I didn't like, but you did. Don Thomas with a penalty, and Nicholas McAllister with an own goal.
Awful own goal. Pish penalty. I mean,
with a name like that, you could probably win the World Cup with Argentina.
Josh McPake was good in this game, won the penalty, but again, I think Ayr were awful. It was more Ayr were awful than they were good.
Makalaki Botang.
Makalaki.
Anyway, that's the scores for the championship. We move on now to the championship table. And as things stand, Queen's Park looks set to pull off. Well, I say the impossible. I mean, it's not really. They've had a lot of investment. They're pushing in hindsight, like you could. I mean, looking at it now, you can definitely see
a lot of investment. How much money are we looking at? A couple of 100,000.
Yeah, I can't even remember who's their manager at the moment. Dowie? Not Ian Dowie. Fuck me. The guy that looks like Ian. Is it Jim Duffy?
It might be Jim Duffy. I watched the game.
Is it Jim Duffy?
I don't know.
Who's the current Queen's Park manager? For God's sake.
Stall there.
Aye, stall here while the other man checks on Google. I'm pretty sure it's... I'll know the name as soon as I see it.
Owen Coyle.
Owen Coyle, that's it. Aye, former Airdrie man. Yeah, Owen Coyle. Doing a good job. Apparently he's on a decent wage as well in Queen's Park. They have brought in players, so they're looking good. Can they complete the job though? Who knows? Dundee do have a game in hand. If Dundee win that, they would go just 1 point behind. I would rather see Queen's Park. I'm sorry, I would rather see Queen's Park in the Premiership than Dundee.
Like I said, you'd like to see Queen's Park Ayr than Dundee, Partick or Inverness. The simple fact is, and Hamilton, because those four have been in it.
Well, in fairness, Hamilton haven't been in it all. Inverness haven't been in it all.
Oh, I'd take Inverness, but you know what I mean. You want Queen's Park.
If Partick Thistle get up, we can include them in Glasgow United.
You include Queen's Park in it.
So you can actually, huh?
Are you fucking nugget?
There you go.
Well, I know they don't play at Hampden, but they used to play at Hampden.
With my Scottish geography, I could include every fucking team in Glasgow United.
Livingston's in Edinburgh, isn't it?
Yeah, it's close enough. It's in Lothian.
Aye. Not Edinburgh.
It's the same shit.
No, it's not.
I think it's close enough.
Oh, it's fucking Bathgate as well in Edinburgh? Is Airdrie in Edinburgh?
Is Paisley in Glasgow?
No.
It may as well be. It's on the fucking outskirts, right?
I'd give you Paisley in Glasgow then.
So you'd give me St Mirren in Glasgow before you would give me Livingston in Edinburgh?
Because it's closer.
That's fair enough. Fair enough, guys. Anyway, who's gone down? Hamilton, I believe, have won 3 games in a row since... who's the Hamilton manager?
That's Brian Rice.
No, he got sacked, mate.
That's fucking Hamilton.
Google time. Well,
you say some shite then.
Hamilton, I believe they've won the last 3 games in a row. They are looking like they could come.
I fucking no idea.
Current Hamilton manager. Who the hell?
John Rankin?
No,
it has to be John Rankin.
It's no.
Alex
Rankin.
Neil. It is John Rankin.
Is it John Rankin? John Rankin. I don't know, but like Hamilton are on form.
No, the guy used to play for fucking Dundee United like 10 years.
Anyway, Hamilton are beginning to turn the clocks here, so they might survive.
Yeah, they play Hearts next on Friday.
Well, they won't survive that game, that's for sure.
You going to that game?
Unfortunately, I'll not be there, but maybe the next one. But yeah, what happened to Morton? What's happened? Seriously, let's talk about Morton for a minute. I believe Morton have lost... Is it 8 games in a row now?
I couldn't give a fuck, I don't know.
Well, the last time we did an SPFL roundup show, Morton were top of the table.
Morton
were aye.
Fuck, sure. I done. I did one.
Aye, well, not the one you did, I mean together.
They were top.
Yes.
Could have swore Queen's Park were top.
No, I thought Morton were going up. Big Chris Buchanan was
Well, they
coming
might
up
be
with
going
them.
down, as Monty.
Could be, especially with the improvement for Arbroath and Hamilton. I mean, I think it's really only Cove Rangers that'll be looking over their shoulders, but you never know.
You're going.
Arbroath and Hamilton continue to win games, and they could put the pressure on some of the teams above them.
Anyway, let's get to the league.
It's a close, but this is a close league. Let's be honest here. I mean, from 4th place Partick Thistle down to 7th place Morton, you've got two points separating the 4 teams that are pushing for that last playoff spot. So, yeah, it's going to be close. Thoughts?
It's going to be close, absolutely. You get the top 3, then you've got like the midfield, and then you've got the bottom guys.
If you could pick 2 teams for here to go up and 2 teams for the Premier League to go down, who would it be?
Queen's Park and Ayr United to go up, and to go down, I would pick Hamilton.
No, 2 teams from the Premiership to go down. Aye, to replace the 2 teams going up.
I mean, I don't really like Ross County, but I feel like they're the only Highland team in it, so it gives them like a,
Aye, they're the only Highland team in it, and then we want to go over and watch the games. They fuck us over. Who wants to see Fog football live in Dingwall, by the way, on the WrestleMania weekend?
It's just not. It might happen, brother. But I mean, who would I like to see go down?
Aye, to replace Queen's Park and Ayr United in this league.
I don't like Dundee United, so I'd probably take them to go down
Dundee United go down, we get the Dundee Derby.
in the championship.
Huh?
Why? Scooby-Doo.
So you're going Dundee United and Ross County?
Yeah.
What about Motherwell? You like Motherwell? You want them to stay up? St Johnstone, you want them to stay up? Kelly, you want them to stay up?
I've got no issues with those 3 clubs.
Alright, fair
I
enough.
don't have an issue with Ross County, they're just shite.
Aye. Malky Mackay's apparently a racist.
Well.
There you go.
Anyway, Premiership time.
Let's move on. Today's game, the review is on the channel. It finished St Johnstone 1, Celtic 4. I don't think this scoreline it tells a full story here. I don't think there was much between the 2 teams.
It was Andrew Considine that was the much between the 2 teams.
Yeah, Andrew he had a good
He's
game.
fucking shite.
He had a good game today, but unfortunately it was for Celtic, not for St Johnstone.
No, he's done. Well, no, he was never good, but he's just...
Yeah, he racked up 500 fucking appearances for Aberdeen. That's no bad.
600 here.
Aye, well, there you go. Boom.
Not just for St Johnstone, but I mean, come on.
Thoughts, final thoughts.
Fuck him, he cost me my bet.
Is that it?
That's it. Well, how is he still playing, man? They were actually hyping him up before the game. Look what he does.
Yep, our good friend Footy Adventures was at this game and he seemed to enjoy it as well. So.
He says that the league's too easy for Celtic.
Yeah.
They all liked it, then come on.
At the day. Aberdeen with a much needed win against Motherwell. I think Motherwell's going down, I'm sorry to say it. Well, it doesn't bother me, but to any Motherwell fans listening, I'm sorry.
You're going down, son.
I think Motherwell's fucked.
Yeah, it's just a weird one. I know Aberdeen get beat midweek, but you knew they were going to win this game. I bet them for a reason.
I think I took a draw, but...
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, God. Yeah, big win there for Aberdeen. Hearts 3, Dundee United 1. You know what?
Lucky. I think without the red, Dundee United.
I do. I think Hearts were pretty lucky. It wasn't the greatest performance ever. Dundee United go down to 10 men.
Were they both reds?
Massively affect. I didn't see the opening red.
What about the Hearts red?
I gave him a red second yellow for time wasting.
What?
Yeah.
Go straight after the first one? What?
I think Robbie Nielsen will be
You
appealing.
need strong referees.
Well, I think he said he'll be appealing it, so we'll see. Well, I don't think he can appeal it because it was second yellow, but he wasn't happy about it anyway, so we'll see.
He's never happy.
Well, that's true. Stephen Humphrys, though, with the highlight of the game, highlight of the year, probably. Yep. I mean, look, I don't want to downplay it because I think it's a great strike, but I don't know. I don't know if I feel comfortable giving that goal of the seat. Do you know what I mean? It's a great... Do you not think there should be 2 goal of the season categories, though? One for, wonder strikes, but then one for, build-up...
No, but do you not remember Roofs a couple of years ago against Stand at Low Edge, where he skint 5 people, and then he hit it for the halfway line?
Yeah, I would say Roofs...
And it hit off the bar, and it would crack.
I would have to say Roofs was better than this.
Well, of course, that's nothing against Humphrys. It's there's just better ways of scoring.
Yeah, but do you know,
obviously.
Remember David Beckham's against, was it Wimbledon?
Aye.
I thought it was pish.
It was pish.
You seen the goalkeeper off the line, I don't think that was a great... Yeah, at least Humphrys held off some players and made a bit of a run, and before...
Roofs literally beat the keeper, rather than the keeper was off his line, if my memory calls.
But my point was, look, it's impressive, but I don't think every shot that you score for your own half is necessarily goal of the season.
Look at Patrick Schick against Scotland. David Marshall, what the fuck's that fanny then?
Let's move on.
Yeah, that depressed me.
Livingston 3, Kilmarnock 1. Joel Newbley making his first start for Livy in about 3 months. And he was impressive.
Tell you what, bet Livingston as well.
I bet Livy also.
Got every team up apart from 1 game to go.
1 game to go.
But yeah, Kelly will be going. Actually, I wouldn't mind if Kelly go down.
Thoughts on Joel Newbley?
Brilliant player. Well, I say brilliant, he's decent. Like, he's good.
Martindale wants to keep him at the club.
Maybe he wants to stay in Edinburgh. Newbley.
Maybe
he's going to be condo in Edinburgh.
He likes the capital. Christian Dodge pulled one back for Kelly at the beginning of the second half, but wasn't enough. The job was already done by Livy in the first 45 minutes.
Knob, man. I gave it to the players at half time, but you know.
Is Derek McKinn's
take a bit of methadone
in a bit of trouble, or do you think as long as he survives, he's okay?
Nah, as long as they stay up.
Do you think,
like, even if they finish 11th and win the playoffs, they'll stay?
But do you think like we've just or maybe overhyped them? We applied too much pressure. I don't mean us in general. But I think a lot of people were predicting Kelly top 6.
I mean, I think I did myself, but see,
well, I did. I said 6th.
I think that was very optimistic. It's almost like we thought it was Steve Clark's Kelly.
True, but I just didn't really expect Livy and St Mirren to have as good a seasons as they're having. But then again, I also expected Dundee United to have a better season. So.
And Ross County, who finished top 6 last year, so he's lucky in many respects. But anyway, talking about luck, Borna Barisic deflected free kick into the back of the net, sunk Ross County. Rangers were alright first half, shite second half.
Thoughts on this? Because coming off arguably their best performance of the season.
Well, not arguably it is.
Alright, coming off their best performance of the season against the 3rd best team in the league at Tynecastle. You would have expected Rangers to, be confident at home here against Ross County. And
I mean, I'm not saying they don't have it in them, but when was the last time Rangers put 5 or 6 past the team? Like, honestly.
I'm not sure, but I was watching CJ Novel's review, and he says the Rangers need an actual goal scorer because they should have had 5 or 6 in the first half. Again, is this tinted specs here? Because I didn't see that.
Morelos did miss a few chances, right? But
yeah, but according to him, like, Rangers should be winning every game, like 5 or 6. I just don't see that.
I think the only game this season, right? But I mean, that's the thing. Loads of teams have chances where they miss, and it's like, oh, that one in. Like, apart from the Hearts game, I think if Rangers take all their chances against Hearts and all the goals are allowed, because most of the decisions were pretty close, Rangers could have won about 9-0 at Tynecastle.
So is that what people do? Do people literally take every chance that their team doesn't score and they go, oh, that could have been a goal?
Yeah, but I mean, there were so many times in this game where Ross County could have scored because McLaughlin was pish, like he was for the goal. I mean, it was abysmal.
So if your team has 6 chances but only scores 1 of them, you're going to claim we could have been 6-0 at half time?
Easy. I mean, we were good first half. I mean, 2 or 3. I don't know where he's getting 6 from.
I thought it was an average performance. Second half, I thought Rangers were poor. Thought they were extremely...
No, it's Tillman. If they do not sign Tillman, they're absolutely stupid.
6 million, apparently.
That's brilliant. For a guy that's 20 and you will make profit on, as long as you don't do what you do with Kent Morelos and just wind the contract down.
I wouldn't be surprised if Bayern Munich adds some sort of buyback clause.
If they're going to add that, then you'll just get you'll be able to get it cheaper if they add that.
Yeah, well, I mean,
if you try to tell me if Rangers are like, well, sure, we'll let you buy him back for like a max of 25 million, but you just have to take a couple of million off. Rangers get him for 3.5, 4. Bayern going to really like, oh, well, that's pish. What's fucking 2 million to Bayern?
Plus, the chances are Bayern aren't going to buy him back anyway.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Unless he starts performing in the Champions League.
The way it's going to work, right? If Tillman goes to Rangers permanently, he'd get a move to a club who are not Bayern, but above Rangers, like an Ajax, for example. And then if he kicks on at Ajax, then Bayern would sign him for big money.
So I would accept the buyback deal, because I think it's unlikely that he would ever go back to Bayern Munich
And
directly
I'd love to
from
say here and
Rangers.
say that if Tillman fucking was scoring the hat trick every game, Bayern would come in with a £120 million bid for him. But Scottish football's dead in that department, so it's not happening.
Alright, £20 million Glenn Kamara, any thought?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, he's improved since Theo came in. But
See against Hearts, he was top man.
anyway, Jordan White apparently loves the goal against Rangers. He got another one, but wasn't
Jordan
enough.
shite.
Wasn't enough to get. I also thought Ross County were going to equalise late on. McLaughlin flapping at these corners.
They need a new goalie.
See, when it was 2-1 and Ross County were putting crosses into the box, I just never felt comfortable. Almost felt like the goal was coming. In the last game of the week, it was St Mirren 0, Hibernian 1.
Cost me my bet because I had a draw.
I think I had St Mirren. Hibernian turning the screw lately, picking up some results.
Brilliant goal it was. Really good goal.
Should have beat Ross County and during the week as well.
Don't know.
Could have been, what?
It was close.
Well, but they were 1-0 up, that's my point. Like, I mean...
Nah, you said they shoulda. I mean, fucking shoulda.
Oh, but shoulda, I meant, like, you're 1-0 up and the Ross County...
were drawn.
The Ross County goal was debatable, like, so...
Aye, because the Polacks Marshall.
Aye, so, I mean, when you think about it, I mean, Hibs are probably looking, going, fuck, we should have had 9 out of 9. But still, 7 out of 9 is no bad. And, I don't know, I think that's bought Lee Johnson some time, personally. I think he's a bit of a muppet that doesn't know what he's doing, but... You know what, he's getting the results lately, so it is what it is. And moving into the league table then, this is what it looks like after 25 games, albeit some of the teams only played 24. But we have Celtic leading away. Out of home games, they've got 12 wins out of 12. Away from home, not as good, but 11 wins, 1 draw and 1 defeat. It's not exactly bad, is it? Let's be real.
No, it's not. Rangers, though, just a bit depressing. I mean, they've done brilliant under Bale, apart from... I mean, they should have beat Celtic, so, I mean, I have no complaints with Bale. It's Gio. I mean, see when Bale says he's inherited this gap and Celtic fans are making fun of him, how has he not inherited this gap? I said sack Gio when the gap was 2 points, because I just knew it would get bigger, and it did get bigger.
No, I don't see why they're laughing. Since when he came in, the gap was 9 points. It's still 9 points.
I tell you what, I'd say Celtic fans, I'm not saying they're scared of Bale or whatever, but I would say they're actually shocked the gap's not bigger.
Yeah. If the gap was a little bit smaller, I'm not sure Celtic fans would be so confident they're going to win the league. I actually think it's crucial. I think if Celtic drop points before Rangers do, the league could be back on.
I know.
I genuinely... Could you imagine Rangers beat Celtic in that derby and it was down to 6 points? With still 2 Old Firm games to go.
I know.
In terms of the goal difference though, are Rangers clawing it in or is it done?
No, the goal difference is done. I'm not worried about goal difference.
13 games remaining.
I'm just worried about finishing second.
No, I tell you what, though, see Rangers not being in Europe, that could be the best thing, because it could just knock their fucking confidence.
Well, Celtic aren't in it either.
No, that's what I'm saying, though. Obviously, yeah, but Celtic are flying high. I think for Rangers, I think if this Rangers team at the minute, say they got pumped 7-1 by Liverpool, even I don't think it'd be possible. We'd fucking kill them. I think it would kill most teams. But no need to fear, because Rangers are putting up a big, massive poster you can buy. 7-1. Oh, what do you make of that?
Aye, that's what I make of that.
Plaka getting pumped 7-1.
What I noticed was Rangers have conceded the same amount of goals away from home as Hearts have.
No good.
But at home, they've got a much better record, only conceded 8, whereas Hearts have conceded 20 at home.
No, do you fear...
Although 7 of those 20 goals are against Rangers,
I know, but
which is fucking abysmal.
that is pretty bad.
Hearts have conceded 7 goals
No, but it's
at
mad
home.
that Rangers beat them 4-0 when they were not even good in the game.
No.
But do you fear Livingston catching Hearts? No.
No.
Hibs? No.
No.
No one?
No, I just don't see it happening.
I think the top 6 will stay the same.
That order?
Yep. Well, maybe not that order, but that top 6.
What about Aberdeen? Have they got a way back in? Can they fight back? Or?
No, I think Aberdeen they'll finish best of the rest, as in 7th. And then as for the bottom 5, I mean, I think St Johnstone are clear, but I mean they are just 1 or 2 results away from getting dragged in, I guess.
Aberdeen have scored 9 goals away from home and conceded 33. Thoughts on that?
That's how possible.
No, wait, thoughts on that?
No, that's pish.
That's not very good, is it?
But that's because, 11 of them is against Edinburgh clubs, isn't it?
Aye, but still,
Not Livingston, by the way.
But still, let's look at Kilmarnock. Kilmarnock have not gotten an away win all season. Kilmarnock have only scored 5 goals away from home, which again is a fucking shocking record. Some of these teams are really struggling away from home this year.
Well, they are like
Motherwell haven't won a game since. Motherwell haven't won.
Look at Motherwell's home record. 1 win.
Motherwell haven't won a game since the start of October, and there was actually a crazy stat that I heard the other day, and I actually can't believe this is true, but I double checked and it is true. St Johnstone have won more games at Fir Park in the league this season than Motherwell have.
That is fucking.
St Johnstone have went to Motherwell twice this season and won both games.
That's abysmal.
Motherwell have one home win all season.
Might have to
Like-
look at a wee Motherwell game.
That is incredible. Dundee United bringing up the rear. It's weird because at the start of the season, I think we all felt Dundee United. Well, not at the start, but like, you know,
6 games in.
6 games in, I think we all thought Dundee United were down. There was no saving them. Then they began to fight back, and we thought, oh, Dundee United's too good. They've got the squad. They're going to survive, no problem. And now they find themselves bottom of the table again.
I know.
Swings and roundabouts.
Big Stephen Fletcher, though. Get a game for any club, including Real Madrid.
Aye. Well, I'll tell you what, the Real Madrid are playing at the moment. He fucking might.
That's it, though.
But who do you think's going down here?
Motherwell.
I think Motherwell. Who's finishing second?
Second?
Last.
Rangers. Ross County.
I don't know. I think Malky Mackay will keep them up.
Aye, well, 11th can keep them up.
I'm going to go Dundee United. Finish 11th. Obviously, I'm going to go Celtic to win the league. No offence, I just can't really see past it.
Yeah, I'm going to go Celtic to win the league.
Yeah.
I mean, but put it this way. I mean, if Rangers close the gap and win both cups, I mean, obviously there's a big lot to go to the season, but I mean, I'd see that as a successful end of the season.
2 cups and closing the gap, I'd say so. Third, I'm going to go Hearts, and the last 2 European spots, 4th and 5th. I'll go Livy 4th. And I do kind of see St Mirren dropping off.
And you know why I don't want Hibs or Aberdeen in the European? Because we've seen it. I want to see the Tony Macaroni plastic pitch. I want to see all the European giants coming to that and fucking.
Am I not right?
Martindale going off his tits.
Am I not right in saying you said at the start of the season you think Real Madrid would struggle against Livingston the most in Scottish teams?
Yeah.
Did Celtic give him a good game, like, for 45 minutes?
No, I mean, I'd actually have faith at Livingston. But I read something about Livingston's ground doesn't have, like, European clearance.
Fuck, Livy might have to share with Hearts.
I think they've just shot themselves, so until next time.
Anyway, guys, that's it. Let us know your thoughts down below. Celtic leading the way in the Premiership. Will they hold on? Who knows? Beale ball is in full effect, and I guess we'll find out over the next 13 games if it can close in on Ange Ball. But until then, until next time, what ball is superior? I'll tell you what ball. Fog football. That's it, though. Peace.